Hi everyone, Aldbar here. In this video, I'll be discussing the future of my DDO channel. Enjoy! Over the last year, I've been looking into different ways to increase and improve my channel as much as possible.
As the ancient tunnel descend, the tunnel splits here. Which way to the giantish device?
I've tried multiple different things. One of them was the speedrunning. I've tried a whole bunch of other things like the Let's Play series. Well, everything kind of works. Some things catch on more, some things less. But I haven't really felt like anything made a huge improvement to the overall channel and the performance of the channel. I don't really know what to say about DDO is kind of an old game. It's going to be turning 18 soon. So, I don't know about the player base and how many people want it. I mean, even with all the free content that DDO is giving out, still it's hard really to create content for this game in a way that's, sustainable. And this is basically the problem I'm facing, because if I want this channel to live on long term, I would like to turn it into a real project, not just a side project. I need it to be sustainable. And yeah, so not sure exactly what I can do about that. I need this channel to actually take off and for me to succeed. But I think I do have a solution, and that is, how about I just play Doom? You might be wondering what this is. Well, I decided that rather than fight it, why not just join it? Rather than me try to make content for some game who's talking about turning 18, how about I make content for a game who's turning 30, but still gets way more views on YouTube? So here, I made a custom map. This is just a map that I got inspired by. There was a WOD called 50 Shades of Gray Tile, where basically the challenge was you had 3 different textures you could use. The worst textures in all of stock Doom textures. That was a gray tile. This is this gray and red lines you see all over the place, which is super ugly, and it doesn't fit in anything. It definitely doesn't tile nicely. The other one is doorstop, who's the black and gray lines that you have usually in the door track. And the last one is fire blue, who basically makes your screen flicker, and it's terrible for streams and it looks horrible in your eyes. Those are the 3 textures you could use, and you could use whatever flat, that means any floor texture you wanted. You can only use one though. And then you can use a sky texture. Again, whichever one you wanted. So for a sky, I used lava. That gave it that extra color. So that I'm just using the lava texture for the sky. For the floor, I'm using a flat gray. And then most of the trick is using lots of segments. I mean, thousands and thousands of little segments to plaster on the walls when I want to have like a consistent color. Because part of the gray tile is just flat gray. If I cut out sections like over here, these certain parts of these walls is just gray. So I have to go through and make little sections out of everything. Also, you can't use any of the switch sectors, so I have to be creative with your own kind of switches. So yeah. Here, let's say I've set up like a little mechanical device. Basically, the floor is trying to raise, but it can't because of the Hell Knight. Until he dies, then the floor raises up and then you can run across. If not, it's too short. Here, this whole room has got these like tiles. It's all played with light sectors, dark and light sectors. And the ceiling has a whole bunch of little hacks in it, so you don't see it on the ceiling, it's only on the floor. Basically, I was trying to squeeze as much as you can into a limited format. And yeah, so this is not my idea, this is somebody else's idea, but this is my execution of it. This is something that I really enjoy doing. This is what I was doing a lot when I wasn't playing DDO, is creating Doom WODs. Again, this is purely for my entertainment. It was I've never released any of this stuff, and I've never thought about making money, but I've seen the amount of views that Doom gets on YouTube. I'm like, hey, why am I wasting my time making DDO videos? I could be making Doom videos. So yeah. So this is basically a one map out of a series of just like one-off ideas, trying to do different mechanics and see what I can do. This is Doom 2 compatible, by the way. There's no like scripts in this thing. So everything over here has to be using the stock, whatever it's called, stock mechanics of the regular Doom engine. So again, all these floors of the coloring, like the darker sections, it's all playing with light and a whole bunch of little sectors, and there's a whole bunch of like nonsense going on behind the scene, squeezing the most out. Yeah, basically the gist of this map is run around. There's like 7 switches we need to step on, and they lower the barriers for the staircase that leads us to the end fight or the exit. So that's basically what we're up against. Here I'm going to go for optional. Yeah, so I mean, I could do a solo walkthrough guides for Doom maps, show off all the secrets and show you how to do all the different things and get all the optionals and show all the little tricks and stuff like that. I can do that. I mean, why am I doing this? You know, DDO. Also, in Doom maps, unlike DDO, I can actually make stuff. I mean, if the team and the DDO team want to hire me, I'll be very happy to make them some maps. But yeah, here I can express my own creativity in creating stuff. Big areas like this. I mean, again, this entire area, all these sections, it is all 3 textures. Well, technically 5 different color palettes because the floor is the 4th and the sky is the 5th, but whatever. Yeah, the darker color is just made by making the light lower. So yeah, I really enjoy doing this. I mean, this is stuff I was doing for fun. I mean, I was also recording DDO videos 10 years ago for fun also, so I obviously like that. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I enjoy this too. This is great fun, being able to create maps. Over here, I'm not under any pressure to finish this map. I'm not trying to release this or anything. So every once in a while, when I get some time, I come and I fix it up a little bit. If I needed to finish it, I'm sure I could finish it pretty fast. Add in all the final monster placements and stuff. But for now, it's more like getting the blocking and the layout done. And balancing whatever I do put in. What else can I say about this map? Well, usually I don't run on high difficulties. Again, that's kind of like the DDO. I only run on the difficulty who shows all the mechanics. I'm not here to prove anything, so. But for this video, I'm running on ultra violence, just to see how the balance goes. And I'll admit I'm not very good at ultra violence, and I'm really not good with recording and playing Doom at the same time. Why? Well, because OBS makes my computer chug when I'm trying to do the recording. But then again, I mean, I'm used to lag. I'm already immune to its effects. That's what happens if you play enough DDO. It shouldn't bother you anymore. But yeah, so that just comes natural to me. Yeah, I tried to make all different like stuff. There's no crates. Obviously, I don't have no crate texture, so I worked a lot of time in making like these little crates. Again, this is made out of 2 different textures. The black stuff is the doorstop, and it's made darker by changing the light sector right next to it. And the texture itself is the gray tile stuff that you see all over this place. Making these little sectors you can walk on top and making like little crate maze. I don't know. It's one of the like classic staples of Doom. So I couldn't resist trying to see if I could make it out of the stock 2 textures that I was given to work with. I guess that what I'm trying to say is that if you're forced into a limited space, well, the creativity comes out. There's not a lot of things you can do, and basically forces you to think smart and try to do, you know, think out of the box, so to speak, and come up with new and original things, ways to deal with problems. Here I wanted to make a big round dome. Got this. Here's just the staircase. I'm trying to open up all the options. Yeah, this is gray, blue, whatever it's called, fire blue. This is what it looks like. Yeah, fine. We've got a few more sections switches to click. Go down first. I'll tell you straight up that this fight over here is not really a hard fight, but I just like it. It's got an epic feel to it. Well, I'm much more of somebody who likes making the map than actually playtesting it. I need to be able to playtest it. So eventually I got pretty good at actually testing my own maps. And well, it forces me to get better. But this particular fight, I can tell you, is not a hard fight. It's a very simple, circle strafe to win. It's not even circle strafe. You just run in a circle. You don't even have to face the enemies because the cyber demons do most of the job for you. Again, all these tiles on the wall, they're all just different sectors, and they're just using the different light values to change the sector right next to it. That makes it look like it's darker. So these arches and the big fire in the window give it a nice colorful backdrop, even though it's just a sky texture. Yeah, and of course you start cleaning up some of these Caco demons eventually. Did you know there's Caco demons in DDO? I mean, seriously, there's Caco demons in DDO. I pointed it out in my video. Something, the Fallen Shrine. I forgot the name of the quest. But it's one of the quests. It's the walk-up quest in the next room. It's the level 10 one. When you step out and it's all the way, you just hug the right wall. It's the quest where you have to light the different beacons. And there's basically these things that look like flesh renderers. And they're called Caco demons. I looked at it, I was like, what? I didn't believe it, but I guess, yeah. But these are the original Caco demons, well, at least in the video game lore. These are the ones that are most popular. I mean, I'm sure you can find them in the monster manual if you look up D&D, but whatever. Hoover up some more ammo. Could be enough ammo to finish this fight. One of the things I realized in making designing levels like this, is you're not supposed to actually make dark areas. You're supposed to make the illusion of dark. If it actually is dark, it's not good, because unlike in real life, when you're in the darkness, you can get used to it. That means if you're inside of the dark room, for, I don't know, for X amount of time, you'll get used to it and you start being able to see. When you're playing a video game, if the light level is set too low, that's it. You just can't see what you're doing. Whoops. Well, I guess I died, so that's gonna end this. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not Dacino. I'm not trying to prove anything in this video right now. I'm not gonna try again. I'm gonna continue. I'm still in the middle of talking about setting light levels, because after all, that's really what I care about more. So yeah, about the light levels. If it's too dark, your eyes never get used to it. It's not like you're going to start seeing after 20 minutes. You're still not going to see anything. So really what you're supposed to do is create the illusion of darkness. So it means you're supposed to make it visible, and then and make it, give it like dark textures and stuff. But actually you should be able to see what you're doing. It's just not fun if you can't. And if you really want to go for the full experience of, the darkness effect, so then you should have it. So you start off dark, and then if you spend a certain amount of time in that area, the light values go up. So you can actually start seeing better. Yeah, that's all I can say about that. So basically, I realized that in the Doom engine, there's a certain level of darkness that it goes that as you get farther away from things, they become darker and darker. And it only affects things from the darkness level of 128. And if it's anything above that, so I set to 130, it doesn't actually ever become dark, even if you get really far away from it. So I make everything with the gradient of darkness from starting from the highest value of 255 down to 130, and whoops, sorry, it fell off. Get back on. And basically I make sure that nothing ever goes below 130. So it looks like it's getting dark and darker, or I can make a wall in that room be completely dark, but the actual light in the room is never so you can't see it. Also, this entire wall is again just gray tile, standard gray tile, segments of the gray texture you see all over the place with the red line. and just covered up the red line. Also these stairs, the same thing. Just like one little section of the texture repeating over and over and over and over and over. So you can only see that one section, one part that I want you to see. Just this fence, just basically torches. You can use all items, but I couldn't put up like a fence texture. I wanted to set it something to blocking. Also this like cathedral kind of open space. This again, trying to make a really cool looking architecture and very limited amount of colors you can use. Also this fight, I've never tested on ultraviolence before, and I have a strong suspicion that I'm going to run out of ammo. I'm probably going to die first, but whatever. I was just testing the feel of this particular... Yeah, of course I died. I was just trying to test the feel of this fight, but I haven't actually gotten all the... what's it called? All the ammo placements and everything set up really nicely. I love the tiles though. The cool thing is all set up so you can't see it on the ceiling. So you can only see the color texture either on the floor or on the ceiling. To give the illusion that it's its own texture. It's not. It's just a regular gray tile, but dark and white. If you look really closely, you can see on the BFG as I run by, you can see the light value on the gun change. It goes darker and brighter, darker and brighter. Just by small amounts, but really all these lines are all different colors. Yeah. Wow, this is really chugging. My computer's struggling to try to capture all this and whatever and play at the same time. Anyways, I'm gonna say adios and get out of here. And the stairway is open, so here we go. Climb the stairway and do the final fight. Here I had this idea for a final fight. I wanted to have 3 of these cyber demons, like the final bosses, and basically kind of like we saw with the Hell Knight who was blocking the stairs. They're standing on a platform we're trying to raise, and it can't raise because they're hitting an invisible platform, doesn't let it to go up. You have to kill them. Once you kill them, the step can raise. And there's 3 of them, 3 different heights. Each one of them is actually also connected to one of the stairs to get out of this room. So once you kill them, the stair that they're standing on will also raise and you can actually get up. I also wanted it to be that as soon as you kill them, they release a bunch of monsters, and I wanted it that it progressively gets harder. So how do I set it? So every time you kill one cyber demon, it releases a horde of demons, and every time it gets harder. So I could just, connect each one of them to its own teleporter and set a whole bunch of monsters inside of a closet to come out. But how do I control which one's going to come out first? So basically I used arch vials and a whole bunch of rooms with line defs and things, and I basically made a little if script just using arch vials with 3 different states. One of them has to go through one arch vial who's going to open up stage 3, who has to go through all 3 stairs. One arch vial who goes up, 3 individual arch vials, each one of them only needs to go up 1 stair. That releases fight number 1, and then 3 arch vials who each need to go up 2 different stairs. So basically I've forced it. I can determine which fight is going to come in which order, regardless of which cyber demon you kill. So it was funny trying to make an entire script using using just the Doom 2 mechanics. So my point is I love these kind of little challenges and trying to figure out ways to come up with creative solutions to things that are definitely not meant to be used as intended. Thinking out of the box. So yeah, so this is things I like doing. This gives me a lot of enjoyment. I don't know if I can call it my passion, but I really enjoy this kind of stuff, creating and making stuff. And we're getting close to the end, and I'm gonna spoil it for you. But yeah, I don't plan on trying to start making Doom content anytime soon. Well, not seriously, but the main reason I can't do playing Doom is I actually get sick from it. I would get nauseated if I play Doom for too long. So, I'm actually pretty good at it once I get into the hang. When I start playing and I start feeling it, I actually start getting good. But by the more I get good at it, the more sick I'm getting at the same time. So it's kind of like it counteracts it, and then I get headaches and I'm nauseated. I couldn't do this for a living. It's like too much merry-go-round for me, so I can barely playtest my own maps without starting to get nauseated. So I need like little sections and that's it. Oops, sorry. Yeah, this is like the stair section I was talking about. The black stairs are the same height as the pillars, and they raised up, and now I can walk up these stairs to get out. I was thinking of having the final phase of those 8 air trials I was talking about before that I was using for the script. How about releasing them and then letting them let loose on the rest of the map all over the place and causing things to go havoc? But I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, here's the courtyard from before. Well, that's going to be it. I mean, just in case you didn't get it, happy April Fools, everyone. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I mean, I hope you found it entertaining. And yeah, hope to see you all in my next video. Don't worry, next video is going to be a DDO video. Just in case you were worried. Have no fear, there'll be a normal video coming. Anyways, yeah, but I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, and I hope to see you all. And take care. Bye.